Shri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Sri Shukadev Goswami says, O King Parikshit, when 10,000 sons of Dakṣa Prajāpati named Haryasvas took spiritual initiation from Nārada Muni and became renounced Swāmis, they paid their obeisances to Nārada Muni and circumambulated him. Guru should be circumambulated by disciples when it is required and followed the path of spiritual life and never went back to their father's home. Nārada Muni, after this, went back chanting singing his glories of the Lord and moved around. When Dakṣa found out that his sons became devotees, all of them, 10,000, renounced devotees, he was very upset. The symptom of materialistic world is this, that their intelligence work opposite. They think spiritual life is bad. If their child or children want to become devotees, they bribe them not to become devotees. They try to convince them not to become devotees. They speak very bad about devotional life and try to prevent them from becoming devotees. When still the child becomes devotee, or unknown to the parents, child becomes devotee, they feel miserable and accuse sadhus for making their children or child a devotee. Mother and father always pray to the Lord so their child don't become devotee. Like that. And remain materialistic. They feel happy if the child is materialistic, not a devotee. They don't care what happens to the child after their death. They don't care. Their anxiety is that child should not become a devotee. They always remain drowned themselves in materialistic life, and they want their progeny to be materialistic as well. This is the play of Maya, Moha Maya, like that. My grand guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, gave an example of a circus, where he said in a village a circus came, and very big arrangement, big tent, but made only one entrance this side, a small entrance this side, and at the end of the tent, other side, there is one door to get out. And a big advertisement, and made ticket for 2 pennies, 2 paisa, 2 cents. And all people bought the ticket, but the rule was the one person goes inside, not 2 people at a time. One person, the first person from the line went inside. He felt so happy that now he will enjoy the circus. Big advertisements were there for the circus. So he felt very happy and went inside. It was a total dark, dense dark, total dark inside, and somehow found a chair and thought that now I will enjoy. Circus will begin because it's total dark. Now I will enjoy. So he saw at a distance, straight from him, a little dim red light suddenly appeared. So he thought, oh, now circus begin, I will enjoy. Then red light increased, became larger, brighter, red light. So he thought, now circus begin, now I will enjoy. Because it became bigger light, so he thought, now I will enjoy. Then he saw a chair upon which a strong, stout man sitting. Then he thought, now I will enjoy, circus begin, now I will enjoy. And then the fat man, the strong, stout man started laughing. Then he thought, wow, I will enjoy now, I will enjoy. I could not enjoy till now, I will enjoy now because circus began. So this strong, stout person spoke to the guy, shouting at him, accusing him. You stupid fool! Chapati flour is $2 a pound. Rice is $1 a pound. Vegetables are $2 a pound. Oil is $5 a pound. Everything is so expensive. You are thinking you can enjoy circus with the 2 pennies? So now he's thinking, the guy, a stout guy, is speaking truth. But this guy who's listening, who came to see circus, he's thinking, wow, circus began. Now I will enjoy. Circus started, I will enjoy. He's not concentrating what he's speaking. See? Then guy stood up. You stupid fool. And the guy is thinking, wow, I will enjoy now. Circus began, I will enjoy now. And marched forward to the guy. The stout person marched forward to the guy. Now the guy is thinking, I will enjoy, I will enjoy. Stand up! Shouted at the guy. He thought, wow, the circus began, I will enjoy. He held his ear and gave him a strong slap on his cheek. You rascal. So he went blank because slap was so strong. Get out from here. He thought, wow, circus began now, but it's paining. And he went blank. His head is spinning. And told him to get out from other door. So this side of the door, there are lined thousands of people waiting to get into the circus. And this guy alone getting out from the circus. So he's holding his cheek and he thought, wow, I got hit. Why should I alone get hit? Everybody should get hit. He thought before exiting the circus. Why alone I suffer? Let them suffer too. So he made up, because he thought people will ask me how was the circus. So he thought, oh, I should make up my face smiling and should not tell them what happened to my cheek. I got a slap. Oh, anyway, 1 person is allowed inside. No 2 people are allowed inside. So he went out and people circled him. How was the circus? So he said, wonderful, everybody should watch. It's so good. See, this is called material life. Every householder is suffering somewhere or another. Everyone, male or female. They are in anxiety every minute, every day, from the day they become householders till they remain householders. Still they don't want to take the devotional life. Those who take the devotional life, they are the wonderful householders. They don't want their children to become devotees because they want their children to suffer like them. They should also remain in anxiety. I remained in anxiety all my life. Why should he become free? That's why no materialistic householder wants their children to become devotees. Only most fortunate, the most fortunate householders want their children to become devotees. They feel pleasure like that. So the Swami continues saying that when Dakṣa found out his 10,000 children at once, all of them become devotee, renounced people, he became very upset and said, producing good children is also brings anxiety. They became devotees, so he is suffering because no children to produce more further, because his goal is to fill the earth with children. This Nārada Muni is no good. This guy, he took all my children and made into Swāmis. He preached to them. Those who are in illusion, they think reverse, their brain works reverse. They think good thing to be bad, bad thing to be good. material life is good, my child should have children, wife, and have good life, have job, and every day be in anxiety like we were in anxiety, like that. Dakṣa Prajāpati accused Swami, Nārada Muni, saying that I did not do anything against him, why did he do something against me? So he's thinking that his children become devotees, turned against him. It was bad. This is the material life. Their brain works reverse, always think opposite. That is the play of Maya. Because dirty path, material life is thinking good. Then Lord Brahma reached, thinking Daksha and anxiety, came there and told him, consoled him, and told him to produce another batch of children. So Dakṣa Prajāpati copulated with the Akshini and produced 1,000 sons. And he named them Sabalasva. This is copulation, children taking birth with copulation, no more brought through thoughts like that. And because this is the rule of the scripture established, so Dakṣa Prajāpati asked his 1,000 children to go and perform tapasya in Narayana Sarovara as his brothers have done. Even though Dakṣa Prajāpati knew Nārada Muni can come there, convince my children again and make into devotees, because this is the law established in the scriptures. You got to perform tapasya, austerity, before you marry. So he had to send. There is no, those who are gentlemen, they don't break the law in any circumstance like that. So the Sabalasva reached Narayana Sarovar lake and associated with the saintly people there, and following rules and regulations, they performed tapasya. To have good progeny, you got to perform tapasya. To have peace in your house, you have to perform tapasya. Male and female both perform tapasya. That is the only way. Tapasya means austerities. Austerity means going against the mind's demand. Mind wants to take rest, you don't want to take rest. Mind wants to go to cinema, you won't want to go to cinema. That is called tapasya. Nowadays, girls and boys, they get attracted each other, and so-called marriage, they marry and produce children like cats and dogs. That's why all children are becoming agnostic or atheistic, unbelievers. They have no interest in regards to spiritual life. They don't know if there is any life after death. Just imagine, that is the situation right now. Whole civilization, human civilization has gone to dogs. Only dog don't think about future life. A Kali Yuga also wants this. That's why it's all happening. Devotees are working hard, preaching, we work hard, we cannot convince everyone, even though work again and again and again and again. Still, even though some people will become attracted, they don't follow it right. Very difficult to find those who are a devotee, those who are devotees to following actually all the proper rules like that. My 10,000 sons have gone stray from my desire. Now I have to send these 1,000 sons, so he sent them. I sent, even though he knew Nārada Muni can come and make them devotees like that. So he said, real father will never want his children to break law. Law of family life is, before you marry, you must perform austerity. To produce, have good progeny who will be theistic, believing in God, believing in next life, believing in hell and heaven and the spiritual world. So these guys, Sukadeva Goswami says, continued that these 1,000 sons called Savalasvas. They performed tapasya, daily took bath 3 times in Narayana lake and drank little water in whole day and performed tapasya. They stopped drinking water due course of time and only drank normal air and performed tapasya. They chanted a mantra. They chanted a specific mantra saying that Om Namo Narayanaya Purushaya Mahatmane Visuddha Sattva-dhishnaya Mahahansaya Dhimahi. Like that. Mantra should not be translated and should be spoken without vibration. This mantra is open now because it belongs to Satya Yuga, so I chant it loudly, no problem. You can also chant this loudly, no difficulty. But Guru gives mantra. Kali Yuga mantra is different than Satya Yuga mantra. So that mantras are chanted without moving lips within, and the process is as directed by Guru. Process to chant mantras also is directed by Guru. As Savalasvas were engaged in austerities, Nārada Muni quietly reached there and spoke to them. They all stood up and paid obeisances and spoke to them. Hey Savalasvas, your elder brothers, 10,000 of them have become devotees because I gave them 10 questions and they answered them. I give you 10 questions again, you answer to me and make research if your brothers followed right path. If you find your brothers followed right path, you should not hesitate following their path, because the goal of human life is to become devotee of God. This is the only way to fulfill the debt of God is by becoming devotee. God gave human birth to a soul, spirit, to become devotee. Savalasvas, they made research and found, wow, our brothers follow the correct path, a bright future. After death there is another future, and that future is to become devotee. Wow, we got to become devotee. They became devotees. And after becoming devotees, they never went back to house. Even though their father, Dakṣa Prajāpati, wanted them to produce children, come back home, marry and produce children. They did not follow father's demand because it's secondary. They became renounced devotees. When Dakṣa Prajāpati found out that again Nārada Muni made my sons to be devotees, wow, 11,000 of them, my goodness, what? He became furious, angry, and really spoke foul words. Said, you heretic, you claim to be Swami, you claim to be sannyasi. And he was a sannyasi, real, like ISKCON called me, same ways. A real sannyasi is discarded by materialistic mind. Dakṣa Prajāpati, materialistic mind. Even though Satya Yuga, what is about Kali Yuga? See what happens. You only look like a sannyasi externally, you wear garbs, robes. You are a heretic. I didn't do against you anything. You did so much second time again. Took my children to spiritual path. Those materialistic minds, they always think reverse of spiritual life. Everything bad. Nothing good. Wearing saffron clothes, Swami, sannyasi, guru, removes his clothes, wears a swimming trunk, walks from the temple, his room, walks all the way through the temple, and male and female devotees with a trunk, and goes for swimming. Is this real life? Is it spiritual life? Okay, you swim, no problem, but don't go alone with the trunk, a little piece in front like a copine, more or less. Like that. And from the temple, all the way, sadhu, in India is possible. I walk with a kopin, not in the temple, but take bath in Yamuna and Ganges with millions of people, no problem, because sadhus should not wear clothes. But here in America, in the temples, the male, female devotees everywhere. That is materialistic mind, always thinks reverse of the spiritual instructions stated in the scriptures. The real path is thought to be wrong path is thought to be good path. That is materialistic mind. They do not care what happens to them after death. Those who are intelligent, they prepare for future. But materialistic householders, they only want their children to grow up and fulfill the debt to the sages and saintly people, because they created scriptures and guidelines how to act in the human society, and fulfill the debt to the demigods, because demigods supply light, food, grain, water and all that, air, and fulfill the debt to the forefather by producing children. They don't care what kind of children. Good children, bad children, no problem, you produce children. That is the goal of every householder. Kathopanishad says, Brahmacharena rushibhyo yagyena devebhya prajaya pitrubhya esava anruno yah putra yajva brahmachari. By being austere brahmachari, performing austerity, fulfill the debts to the sages and saintly people. By performing fire sacrifices, fulfill the debt to the demigods. By producing children, fulfill the debts to the forefathers. But the scripture further say, if you cannot do that, if you don't want to do that, take total renounced life and remain celibate. Be a devotee for whole your life, like that. So there are two paths. Path of householder, path of renounced path. But householder path should be devotional path, not materialistic, not chanting, not devotion, artificial devotion, something like that. No, real. Then perfect. So, O Nārada, you many foul words used. You took away my children, destroyed their whole life. See how reverse it works. And thus he cursed Nārada Muni, saying that you cannot stay in one place, you will have no residence. You have to move all the time. See? Nārada Muni heard his curse. He accepted, okay. He said, all right. Even though Nārada Muni had power, potency to return his curse, still. Because devotee means not take revenge and tolerate their malice, people's malice, behaviors, malice statement, foul words, tolerate. That is the way devotee works. Thank you very much.